And how about now?
Perfect.
All right. That is when you change systems. Here you go.
That's a
Welcome.
nice headset, by the way.
Sorry, excuse me?
That's a nice headset.
Yeah, thank you. I got this on a little upgrade a couple of weeks ago because the other one was not really sounding too great anymore. Where was I? Yes. So welcome everybody. We're here at the Discover Neo4j AuraDB's Series 2, Episode 7. And instead of Michael, I'm very happy to have Irina today joining me to give us a little intro into Aura and into certain features. This season or the series is meant to showcase interesting new additions to Neo4j Aura database, how it works, how it what's been added, what's new, what's fresh, and how you can use these additional features, these new capabilities yourself, and be successful with AuraDB. So if you are already an Aura user, you should find these interesting and to see what's been new. If you're not an AuraDB user in the past, you see how it all looks like and how easy it is to get started. And everything that we show and what we introduce to you is available to you, and you can test this by creating your own free AuraDB instance, which, as the name already suggests, is free of charge, and you just can sign up for it and play with it. And we have already a couple of great learning courses as well available for it in our Graph Academy, which Irina built. So we can discuss this as well. And if you have any questions, any certain feature requests, maybe any feedback, anything on Aura in general, let us know either in chat right now when you join us live, or put it in the YouTube comments on the video afterwards. That would be the best way forward. And yeah, today I think we discussed a little bit what we should show you, what we should do, and I think Irina, you wanted to give a quick overview, and then we wanted to look a little bit into dashboards. Is that what we wanted to do today?
Yeah, that's right, Alex. Thank you for having me, and thank you, Michael, for passing on the microphone to me as well. I don't know if I will bring all the knowledge that Michael has, but I bring new knowledge that I have discovered recently. So I'm just going to present the latest news in Aura and in Aura dashboards more precisely. So I will give an overview about what is Aura, how can you navigate around it, how can you create a dashboard, and also I have some exciting news about some courses coming up soon. It's not just one course. So I hope everyone is going to be as interested as I am. Now, I don't really see anything on the chat, and I don't have the option to reply or to answer any question. So if you could please help me with that, that would be great.
Definitely. Yeah, if I put in your question in chat, and anything you'd like to discuss with us, let us know, and I can read it out, and I'll share the link to the Neo4j Aura Fundamentals course that you just shared with me earlier, and put it in chat as well. So that's in the chat, and also in the video description in YouTube. So if you watch this somewhere else and you're wondering, oh, where are these links gone, then you'll find them in the YouTube chat. Sorry, yeah. YouTube video description.
Yeah, that's right. You got it. Okay, well, let's get started. So I'm just going to share my screen. Let me know if it's visible.
Perfect. And here it is.
Okay,
yes.
Awesome. Yep. Okay, so we're just going to go through the basics, and that's why I've titled this session as being Aura Fundamentals. You can take a few seconds to connect with me on LinkedIn if you'd like to do so. If not, that's perfectly fine. So hello, everyone. My name is Irina Login, and I'm a technical curriculum developer at Neo4j, which means, in normal words, that I write courses. So I learn from our experts all the good knowledge, and I turn all this knowledge into courses for you, for everyone to be able to learn. So if you have suggestions about what you'd like to learn, or feedback about our courses, please let me know. So this is the Graph Academy website. It does look brand new because we're always updating it with the latest features and more courses as we go along. We are a great team and we are trying to cover as many topics as possible. So in the fundamentals section, as you can see as well, you will find the Neo4j fundamentals, which is another good workshop for you to get started with. If you haven't heard about Neo4j already, please go and even join the live webinars about that. Or you can also do it in person. You also have a Cipher Fundamentals course where you learn how to write our query language, our graph query language. You do it step by step. And also, if you have any questions, please reach out to us through email or to community forums. We are there to help you out. And then once you've learned how to write Cipher, you'll also learn how to do data modeling. So this is especially for data modeling, how you structure, how you plan your data, and then how to import your data into Neo4j. So we'll be soon releasing new courses that I'll talk about at the end of the session. So let's learn about Aura. What you'll need today is a free account. So let's see how many of you have already a Graph Academy account. I don't see anything on the chat.
I don't see anything either, but let's assume a few folks will have already have an account. Hopefully, yep.
Yeah. So if you already have an account, please log in. If you don't have an account, now it's time to create one. It's completely free. We don't send any spams or anything that's not of your interest, but it does help you with getting through the free courses and also to access the certifications that we have. And the link for today is this one, and that Alex has also sent on the chat. I'm just testing it out, but maybe it's going to work when I exit full screen. So we're going to go through the workshop slides today that we have, and we'll also play with the Aura console. So I'm not going to get you through all of this. You can also find your own learning paths. This is a nice animation that one of my colleagues has put through, and it just shows only a part of the courses that we have created so far.
Yeah, there's a lot. Lots of courses.
Yeah. We are quadrupling the power of course creation. So, yeah, it's super exciting and it's at full speed, so I'm enjoying it. Okay, so let's see if the link you've pasted actually works. So I'm just gonna paste it into my browser. Okay, it works. So the Aura Fundamentals course, you can also find it here in the all courses. You don't have to do any magic. So log in, go to all courses. In the beginner section, you'll have Aura Fundamentals. So if you haven't enrolled already, you will need to click on enroll. If you have enrolled, don't unenroll, just continue the course as you would normally do. So in this quick overview today, we'll go through the Aura basics and we'll create some very interesting visual insights of our movie dataset.
Nice.
Okay, so I'm just I will had it up on my other screen, but I hope that's all right. So we'll go through what is Aura first, and then we'll dive deeper. So if you haven't heard already, Aura is the cloud offering of Neo4j. It means that you can access your even your on-prem instance using Aura, and we will have a quick look in a second. How does it look like? So whatever you have in your on-prem, you should be able to access with Aura. If it's not there yet, please check our roadmaps. We are updating as quickly as possible, but for now, you should be more than able to find your normal workloads in Aura as you would normally do in your on-prem instances. So Neo4j Aura is a database as a service. It means we are using cloud, but at the same time, you don't have to worry about maintaining or any sort of infrastructure underlying tasks that you would need to do in on-prem. So, for example, upgrading, you won't need to look into that if you use Aura. So, a quick comparison, we are looking at a full managed service with 99.95 uptime SLA provided. A very nice support as well. Even it's a new service, everyone is making sure the Aura the Aura implementation team is as equally supported as on-prem. Depending on the tier, Aura provides single instances or multi-availability as well, and it has many other great features such as cluster architectures for the dedicated cloud, such as virtual dedicated cloud instances, and so on and so forth. So with regards to the backups, we are taking daily backups, especially for professional, business critical, and virtual dedicated cloud tiers. You can even take hourly on-demand backups as well, especially for the free tier. And you can have up to 90 days retention in enterprise. So you will have all the good parts of Neo4j that you like in your on-prem or desktop version, but move to cloud, and that means that you don't need to worry about carrying your laptop with you anywhere or making any local changes, because you will have everything synced into Aura. So if you travel around and you just want to log into Aura, you can just do that without having to install anything locally. And this is actually my favorite part. Okay, so once we're starting, we need to differentiate between these tiers. So I don't know how big you can see this image. I will try to zoom in. I've had experiences with zooming in the past that didn't actually work, but let's see. So
this looks great, Irina.
Thank you. So for the free instance, it is $0 forever. I like the small forever here. That means you don't need to put in your credit card, which is something that also aligns with what we normally want when we sign up for a new cloud service or a new, let's say, software online. We're worried about putting in our card payments and then forgetting to cancel the subscription and so on and so forth. But with free tier, this is just for you to learn and to experiment, and then later on you look into upgrading if or when you've decided it's the time. So for learning purposes, I recommend using the free tier, and then later on you can look into upgrading. And so you have access to all your graph tools. You don't need to do anything for accessing the courses. And then later on, once you start moving into experimenting, so testing, and then moving into production, you will look into business critical. And also, if you are a governmental institution, you might want to look later on into virtual dedicated cloud for highly restricted security policies. So I've already mentioned the tiers, and I won't go into more details. You have all these slides available as part of this link, so please have a look and get yourself familiarized. But for now, we'll just get started with signing up. So when we sign up for Aura, we don't need anything else. We only need a valid email account. It doesn't need to be a business account, which sometimes some software as a service or any other online tool require us to have a business account. This time you can use, for example, your Gmail account to just sign up. And if you want to sync with your Graph Academy progress, I would recommend using the same account, because we're looking into integrating these two soon. So bear with us. You can use a free account to even set up your professional instance, but at one point you'll need to pay as well. So if you are completely new, stick with the free tier, learn, make mistakes and progress, and then later on start using the professional for actually working on more serious tasks. Okay, so the Aura website is console.neo4j.io. I'm not sure if Alex, if you can paste that into chat.
Yes, I'll put that in chat. One second.
Thank you. Thank you.
Here we go.
Thank you. By the way, I was meant to ask, have you looked into Aura, Alex? Have you created your Aura account?
I have created my Aura account. Yes, I played with it.
How did you find it? How many seconds did it take?
Well, I created a couple instances over the time, and in the beginning it took a little bit long, but I think the creation time is now streamlined, and it is much more much of a quicker process. So if you have done this in the past and thought, oh, this takes such a long time, and I remember we used to do like intro to Aura sessions. We said, hey, start it now, and we come back to it in 5 minutes later because it will take some time. It's not this long anymore. It's pretty quick.
Yeah, that was my point as well. I also like quick sign up or quick onboarding. I don't want to go through 20 forms of asking me too many questions that I don't necessarily need. So yeah, I absolutely like the onboarding process. And something completely new that I found just a few weeks ago is that you can also sign up using your GitHub account.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did not know. No, I only. Yeah, that's cool.
So I think if you just want to learn and you have a GitHub account for your portfolio, I'd recommend everyone to use the same account for Aura as well, because you might want to take backups and save them in your GitHub to use them somewhere else, especially for the documents that you are generating. Yeah. So use the sign up button to create a new account. It's very easy, very quick as well. I know sometimes we shouldn't say it's very easy because people's experience is different, but it only takes a few seconds to sign up, and you will need to confirm your account using your email and then just set up a password. And then go next. And you will see at one point that you are asked some questions, and then you will have a graph getting built based on your expectation. So that means that you will be able to visualize your interests when you sign up and decide if you want to go with a feature or not. But regardless of your preferences, the Aura capabilities are going to be the same, and these won't change later on. So you will need to also choose the right location. So choosing something like, if you are based in the United States, probably you wouldn't want to choose a data center that is not in the United States because you want to have everything locally, as an example. So if you have more questions about this, I'm happy to answer. But when you sign up, you'll have a question that is also very important. Where do you want to deploy? So when you have, let's say, for example, a business critical tier, this question is very important, right? If you are choosing start your 14 days free trial, this will automatically create for you a 12 weeks free trial of the professional tier. If you don't want the professional tier, you can just select another instance type and go with the free option. So if I try to maximize here, this is the graph I was talking about. So this was my graph when I started my onboarding with Aura. This was my name. This is the relationship I work at Neo4j. I have a use case of data privacy because this is what I'm passionate about. Role, there was no technical trainer role, and the closest I could get to was a software developer. And also, there's not a relationship between these two nodes. I use Neo4j for building graph-powered applications. So you will see an example like this about your preferences, but that doesn't mean you will get less or more Aura features than if you would have chosen other options. Okay, so once you select another instance type, I would go for the free tier. Let's minimize this. So if you have quite a large data set later on when you sign up for the professional or dedicated tiers, you would need to consider the sizing requirements. But for now, if we go for the free instances, because we want to use quite relatively small data sets, we wouldn't need to worry about this. So later on, if you want to update your storage, this is where you can do it. So you can even maximize or upscale your storage, and you will see also the price. So this is the price for the professional instance at the moment. Sometimes the pricing can change, so please don't take this as a letter of law, because this can change. So please have a look on our website for the latest information. Okay. So, for example, if you have a 200,000 nodes, you will probably use a free tier as well. So, this is also a work example that you will be able to go through once you sign up for the course. So, I will go quickly and give a tour, because we're diving into creating your instance and evaluating everything and exploring data around. So let's go to the to my Aura. Okay. So when you go to Aura, the UI that you see is called the console. If you access Aura through a command line, which is something a bit more advanced and we will not cover today, but it's also completely doable, that is called the Aura CLI. Okay. So when I say let's go to the console, I mean let's go to the UI, so the user interface. I have two instances here. They are both paused right now for cost saving purposes, which is something that I'll cover later on. So now what I've done is I clicked on resume. So my instance is resuming while we're talking around. We are exploring what we have on the console. We will be able to see our instance up and running. So if you don't have any instance and you haven't signed up for anything yet, you can just create an instance here. Now, because I already have a free instance, I'm not allowed to create any other one. So I won't see any free instance creation here, because I'm already using this benefit, right? So you will see here only, so this is great, right? You will see professional and business critical. So if you want to go for a virtual dedicated cloud, which is something advisable for major authorities, governmental institutions, hospitals, and so on, you will have another reference here. But if you are going with the free tier, or if you've already used the free tier allowance, you go with the professional. You can give here any name. So let's say today is 17th of November. I'll just give it this name. Then I will go and choose my cloud provider. So for now, we have just the three main cloud providers, which is more than enough for us. For a change, I'll choose AWS, and because by default it was GCP, and I can choose between these data centers. So I'm curious, if I choose another cloud, let's say Azure, will I have different data centers? Perhaps yes. Yes, it will be a bit different. So depending on your preferred cloud provider, for example, if you're using your workloads in AWS, I would say keep going with AWS. So keep the consistency, because it's going to be easier then to set up connections, to set up credentials, and import data as well. So let's choose a region. I will go for Frankfurt. And here I have the sizing. So once again, I'm choosing the options for professional, yeah? I am not allowed to use the free tier because I'm already using that. And then you are being asked if you want to use the graph analytics engines. And here you will go through either configuring the instance to run graph algorithms, or you want to have a plugin added. And then these are some settings for creating knowledge graphs and doing more into the area of creating your own AI engine. But we're not going to touch that for now. So I'll just go with the default. I'm not gonna change anything, and that's it, right? And then you can just click on create instance. So that's gonna take some time as well, a few seconds to spin up everything, all the machines. I will delete this after this session. So just for the sake of example, I will download and continue. So I have a text file here that's showing some credentials. But as again, I know these are important details, but I will delete the instance after this session. So please make let's say please save your credentials once you are creating your instance, because once they have been downloaded, you won't be able to access those anymore. So this is creating and this is resuming. So we're just going to keep going. So once you have successfully logged in, you will be able to have your own getting started guide. So here you have a 4 steps guide that will take you through everything. Now, something quite important and that I use as well sometimes is the Neo4j AI. So this is our Gen AI tool. If you don't have this option, you will need to go into project settings. Let's see. Oh, project settings or organization settings. No, sorry, it's organization settings. I had it mixed around. So in your organization settings, you will need to go for enabling the Gen AI assistance, and that's how you will be able to use the Gen AI later on. So you will have here for your application development, you'll be able to try a sample data set. So here you can choose between social network analysis, crime investigation. As you've seen in the demo from the start of the session, we are looking into helping professionals in fraud detection and so on and so forth, healthcare analysis, and movies. So these are all guides for you to get started, and you have many other resources here. Now, something quite advanced, but it would never be a bad moment to start, is a developer hub. So you can invite your team to a developer hub. You can go on Graph Academy directly from here. You have examples of GitHub repositories from other people. So if you have connected to Aura using your GitHub account, now you understand why everything flows in such a good dynamic, because you have everything already connected, and you'll be able to use the same account and measure progress without having to go through loopholes. Let's see, how are my instances doing? Okay, so we can see a green light here. My free instance is running. So it took only a few seconds, probably a minute. It's not too long, considering that it's a free instance to learn from. So I have here some options. I can clone to an existing instance. So for example, if I want to transfer whatever I have in my free instance to a professional one, I can just move it all around. Okay, I can reset to blank, but I don't want to do this because I have some valuable dashboards for you today. So I won't delete everything. But if you think you have started with a let's say a sample data and you don't really like it, you want to try something else, you can just reset it to blank, and that's it. Now, this option, mark as production, is going to take you through transferring or upgrading your instance, but we're not going to do that today. And also you can connect to our features. So you can connect to Query, Explore, and Dashboards, and as well to the Developer Hub. Now, what we're going to do today is we're going to go through how can you create a dashboard. So from here, I can just go and create a dashboard, or the dashboards are also found on the left-hand side. So it's either way. I will show both ways one more time, because I'm aware sometimes I go quickly through things that should take longer. So I'm on my main instances page. I go to connect and then I click on dashboards. And because I have configured automatic connection, I'm already connected to my instance. Or let's go back here. I go to dashboards and I'm connected. If you're not connected, you will be able to connect from this. Okay, let's disconnect and show you. So you will see this part, no instance connected, and you just click connect to instance. And I want to connect to this. So this is for cloud-based instances that we have created. If you have a self-managed instance, so for example, if you're using something on your desktop, you just add here the connection details and you will be able to connect just as easy as to a cloud-based instance. But there's no difference in that. So if we don't have any questions, I'll move forward with connecting to my already running instance. So I can just click on connect, or if I use special credentials, I just can connect to that. Okay. Now, here I see a couple of widgets on this screen. So I will quickly explain what each of those mean, because at the beginning, when I started, I was a bit confused as well. So first of all, one dashboard left, which means that on the free tier, you only have 3 dashboards. But that's not too bad, and I'll show you why. So we can only have 3 dashboards. So I have already 2, and if I want to create another one, I will show you in a bit how to do that. So I'll create another one, make a test dashboard. I'll delete it after and go more in depth. But just to show you, you will see the quota has been exceeded, and it will invite me to upgrade. So just to show you how the flow looks like. Okay, it's taking a moment. So if you don't have this AI engine, please don't forget to go to your organization settings or ask your admin, and they will have to enable the AI settings. So this is the test dashboard. Oh, I have I have movie analytics dashboard, movie analysis, and comedy movie insights. So I have created a test dashboard with AI, and it says here 0 dashboards left, and that is because Aura Free allows up to 3 dashboards. If you want more, you'll have to upgrade. So what I'll do for now, I'll just delete mine, and we will repeat the process. But just for now, this is a dashboard, this is a dashboard. Now, when I go inside the movie analysis dashboard, I see more small pages here. So this is one page, and I have created already quite a few dashboards, okay? And if I go to the next page, this is the stakeholders page. So I've created a special page just for stakeholders to understand the numbers and the metrics of the data that we have. So this is using the movies dashboards, the movies dataset that we are normally using in Graph Academy. And then I can just create a new page and another page and another page and another page. So I can just go on like this. That's why I said, if you are on a free tier, don't despair. You can use as many widgets as you'd like. It just they won't show separately on the main page of your dashboards menu. So let me do some cleanup here first before we move on. Okay. So I've shown you this dashboard. Now I have the second dashboard. It seems like something went wrong because probably I updated some data and I forgot to rerun this query. But it's all good. We can fix that. So if I go back, I have one main area of representing visual insights, and then I have another area. So if I want to create another one, creating a new dashboard area, as I've just done earlier, you will have these 2 options. If you don't have the second option, in Create with AI, or if you don't have any dashboard and you don't see here Create with AI, it means you don't have AI engine enabled. And again, you'll have to do it through the organization settings. So let's go back in Creating with AI. Would anyone like to suggest any dashboard in our movies dataset, or should I just go ahead with anything?
Let's go with something.
Okay. Describe the actors in the movie dataset.
And yeah, just to iterate here what Alina said, you can really put anything here depending on your data set. I mean, this is now a movies data set, but if you have anything else, try to be creative a little bit and try to have this be descriptive so you get something interesting created. So that's very interesting, and you can always fine tune later. So I think that's always cool to see what kind of baseline you already get from a nicely written prompt from that perspective.
Yeah. So the more specific you are, the more interesting insights you'd get.
Mm-hmm.
But I found our AI engine is quite powerful and it gives quite good dashboards. It doesn't bring any unrelated or unnecessary information. So actor and their movies network. I think this is quite nice to explore. Let's see. So this is a card. I'm just exploring a card on the bottom of this page. So if I want to go into more details, I will go into edit. And here you will see that this is a graph type of dashboard. So if I zoom more, I'll get more interesting details. So for example, Robert De Niro has played both in Casino and Heat as well. So we have the acted in relationship. These are the actors. These are the movies. We can move them around as well if we don't like how it looks like on the main page. If we want to bring them closer, we can do it like this. So this is quite dynamic as well. If we want to dive deeper, we can go through what are the movies and genre nodes connected in genre relationship. So we're going to modify this card and you will see that is quite a large graph. So there's no way we'll be able to understand what is going on here, except for the fact that, yes, perhaps it looks nice. So we can change here the card type, right? So this is a table, and you will see here more details, but perhaps this is not the best example in visualizing something. So let's pick another suggestion. Show all users and the movies they've rated, including the rating value. This is better. So, for example, Glenn Mitchell has rated the Casablanca movie as 5 stars out of 5, which is good. And if we want again to maybe change the rating, you will be able to get more details. So you will have users and the title of the movies as well. So let's say I have modified my card, I've added whatever I needed. I've used Gen AI a lot here, but I'm curious, what is the cipher query? So this is the cipher query. This is what has actually happened in the background. Our Gen AI has created a cipher query based on our question, and it has displayed everything in a visual format. If you want to have more advanced settings here, you can change the category. Let's say I want per rating. You can go through the bar arrangement. They can be either vertical or horizontal as well. This is starting to look very busy. Now, I don't want to look into the scale, but this is more for, let's say, mathematical functions. And you can change the data zoom slider. You can also choose if you want to display the download part. So if you want to show or hide. So I'll keep it as show for now. and I would like to show you how you can download your dashboard. So you go on the right hand side on the ellipsis and you just download as PNG. Let's see, is it displaying? No, it won't get displayed on the screen because of the screen sharing permissions. But yeah, you will just get downloaded just the same image as you see on the screen, and you'll be able to import it somewhere else. So we went straight in, and we haven't mentioned how you would get your data. In the course, you will have instructions how to do that. Also, in the importing fundamentals, you have instructions how to do that. But in this live stream, we haven't mentioned. So what we will do, we will go through new data source. And from here, you will need to choose CSV and upload your CSV file. So in our example, the movies dataset you will also find in the importing fundamentals. You can grab them and add them here, or any sort of CSV file that you will find for your samples. So this is how you can quickly import. And you can also do it through cloud. So you can import through AWS. You set a data source name, you add the temporary table, so these need to match. And then you would need to add your credentials here. So if you are using AWS, this is just referring to an S3 bucket. Let's go back. If you're using GCP, for example, the details will be slightly different depending on the GCP structure or your cloud provider structure. But you can add pretty much any sort of data you need. But for learning, I would suggest stick to adding CSV data files. And that would be more than enough. So you have imported data in, and you want to have a look at your model. So the model is the structure of your data, so, or the schema of your data, if you want to compare it to relational databases. So here, this is the model of our data, and that's why we could query for movies, for users, and through persons. And later on, we'll have actors as well. And you can also generate from AI. If you don't want to use any of the sample, you can generate from AI some sample data and proceed further. But for today, I will use what we already have. So I have generated with AI these insights. And what I do here is I use different types of visual representations. So for example, I want to have a total. This is called a single card. So if I go into edit, this is called a single value card. So the cipher is match all the nodes and then count all of them. So matching or displaying aggregations is quite a nice feature of dashboards. So in total, I have 15,400 actors, top 10 most prolific actors. So this would be a table or a bar chart, sorry. This would be a bar chart, but I want to change it to a table because probably it doesn't look too nice on the screen. So I've changed it into a table now, and I would like to have it display somewhere else. So I can just drag it lower down. We also have a line chart representation. So this is the birth year distribution. So it can represent any sort of data. It can be dates, it can be numerical, and so on and so forth. So you don't have to worry about, I have some data and I cannot represent it. Okay. What else? Okay, so I have created some insights here, and I would like to share it with my colleagues, right? So what's the point of creating something if we don't share it? So here you click on share, and you will be able to choose either between anyone in the project. So you have an organization, and in the organization you have a project. Anyone in the project could view this dashboard, or I don't want to give access to everyone. So what I'll do, I will first have to make sure someone from my organization is in my list. So I've added them already, and then I choose between them. So I have Martin and Adam as part of my organization, I click on add and I can give them a viewer access as well. So for them to be able to view my dashboards, if I go to project users, you will see here I have the viewer role. So the roles are very important because let's say I've invited Harry with a metrics reader access. Harry will only be able to view performance metrics. They will not be able to view my dashboards. So if you have issues with inviting your colleagues, make sure you double check the project settings and the roles as well, because these are very granular for a good purpose, and you also invite your colleagues to double check their permissions as well. So let's go back, dashboards. So I have these dashboards. I have shared them anywhere. I can refresh my dashboards because let's say I have some data. I've done some changes in my data, and the dashboards will get automatically updated as well. You don't have to rerun all the queries. The queries will run on their own. And something more interesting is that you can also define parameters. So you can set up filters based on what you want and and create advanced dashboards. But this is quite an in-depth, let's say, feature of dashboards that you will learn in a bit. Okay, what else? Let's go and explore my data because I want to make sure I have all the data needed. Show me a graph. So I want to see a snippet of my graph to be able to understand what's in this data set and what kind of dashboards can I start creating. So for example, I have a genre called documentary. I have a genre called horror, adventure, sci-fi, and so on and so forth. So based on genre, let's say I want to create a visualization based on that. So I go back to dashboards and I will delete the old one just to make more space, right? So I'll create a dashboard and I'll say create a dashboard based on top scene genres. Okay, this is going to take a few seconds. Meantime, do we have any questions?
Seems to be all clear for now.
Okay.
But yeah, let's continue. Let's show this. I think approaching time anyway. So
yeah.
Yeah.
So based on genre, we have also created data with AI.
Mhm.
Oh, we have a message. Someone saying they're studying Neo and it's really new and easier than SQL. And thank you. Thank you as well for letting us know. And
Thank you.
Yeah, it's good to hear that. And it's quite easy to understand the concept of data and how it's represented once you see it visually rather than the other way around. Okay, so we have generated some dashboards, a dashboard based on genre. But let's say I want more. I want more cars. I want more visualization. So how do I do that? I don't know if everyone has caught that, what I've done. I will go here on the bottom right option of the screen, and it says Add Card. So when I add card, I go into the card editor. I call it the canvas, the card canvas, and you should be able to either write cipher, which I don't really recommend from your first experience because you might make mistakes, you might get stuck. So leave that for when you have finalized the cipher fundamentals course. So I will use the natural language, And because I have AI enabled, I will use AI. So, show the name of actors, movies they acted in, and their role in each movie. So I'll just choose that, or I can just type whatever I would like to see. And I click on generate. So, for example, Robin Williams has also played in Jumanji, and he played as the role of Alan Parrish. Now, I've seen Jumanji long ago. I'm not sure who was Alan Parrish. I'll have to watch it again. But I can go through my settings here, and I will say I don't really see something meaningful with pie chart, so I want to keep making changes until I find something that looks nice. This doesn't look very nice, so I'll just keep going. So I guess table is the perfect choice, and I'll give it a name here. Actors, movie roles. And click on save. So my card is going to show right at the end of the dashboard. So this is how you'll be able to create your card as well. And we're getting close to the top of the hour, so I'm going to wrap it here. I would like to show you some new things coming soon, if we don't have any other questions. So if you liked more dashboards, and if you'd like to learn more about dashboards and more about Aura, let me go on the main Graph Academy website, because I have 2 releases to announce.
Exciting.
Yeah, we have been busy, and there are more to announce, but I will not spill everything today.
Okay, good.
So in the beginner section in Graph Academy, you will see coming soon, this is building dashboards in Aura.
Nice.
So this is all about writing Cypher, using AI to create dashboards in Aura. So what I have discussed about today is going to be a bit more expanded. So what you can do, because you won't be able to enroll, only I can, because I just wrote this course. You will register interest, and it's going to notify you whenever it's going to be released. It's going to take a few days, so not long left. So enroll if you'd like to have a look. And then let's see if I am able to find the Aura Administrator. So this is another course coming soon. It's called Aura Administrator. And you will learn everything about managing and administering the courses and Aura. Let's see if I find the Administrator course. Oh, thank you. Or administrator. Foundational. I'm sure I've seen it just a few seconds before joining this session.
Just wanted to say, is it available yet?
Let's see. I don't think we have the tile yet. So Aura Administrator is also going. It's still in draft mode, but it will come soon, very soon as well. Probably pretty much at the same time with the Aura dashboards. So if you see Aura dashboards coming up, the administrator one will come up soon as well.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, exciting.
Exciting. Yeah, indeed. Thank you very much, Irina. That was really cool. A cool overview walkthrough on Aura. Just how to get started with it, how to create your instance, but also then how to build some dashboards, and a nice teaser to the upcoming dashboards teaser event, teaser course that's coming up in a couple of days or weeks even. So I'm looking forward to that, and yeah, check it out. Before I let you all go, I'd like to mention our next stream happening on Wednesday this week with Sebastian Müller, where we talk about build smarter graph visualizations with AI agents. So a little bit staying on topic. Instead of just creating a dashboard or just focusing on dashboards, Sebastian shows us how to use AI agents to create smart and complex graph visualizations across the board to build these. So I think that should be very interesting, and I'm hoping to see you on the next stream on the Wednesday. And if you're interested in generally about the topic of AI in graphs, we have just announced Nodes AI happening in on April 15, 2026, which is Leonard Euler's birthday. And as you all know, Leonard Euler is the inventor sort of the graph theory. So obviously very fitting date. And we have opened the call for papers. So until 12th of December, you have time to submit a session. If you are building something with AI, if you are learn something new and some groundbreaking stuff with knowledge graphs and GraphRag, agentic AI, or something with Neo4j MCP, or generally, it doesn't have to be 100% graph. Obviously, you can do something else. And if graphs are part of your tools, of your stack, of something you want to show and want to elaborate on, then definitely submit a session for Nodes AI happening next year. And I think Irina mentioned most of this already, but the Graph Academy is the great place to learn. So if you have new ways of working with data, check this amazing. It's a treasure trove of good content and of great learning pathways. There is a full dedicated GraphRag course with I don't know how many courses it now has. If you're from beginners to very advanced stuff, from drivers, working with drivers, from application development, from Aura, as we've seen dashboards coming soon and other things. So it's really, really interesting. If you have questions, if you want to get more from Neo4j and don't know how, then join our community on Discord or on our Discourse community server, and post your questions there. And people are around, and the graph community is a very friendly place. So it's great to have you all. Let us know. Hope this was interesting for you. Hope this gave you a little insight into what you can do and what can be done with Aura, and how quickly, especially, you can get from a basically a table to a graph to an Aura dashboard within, I don't know, how long did it take us now? Roughly, with a little bit of talking here or there, half an hour. So it was really, really quick.
Thank you. And speaking of GraphRag as well, one more upcoming session is on Thursday.
Yes, you're right.
20th November.
Yeah.
I'll be hosting the GraphRag workshop at 9:30 a.m. in the morning, but it's also happening during other time zones as well. So just if you are curious, go on Google and type Neo4j events, and you'll find our page about that.
Yep, good call. Yes, that's happening on Thursday. So that's going to be very hands-on as well, and we'll show you how to build all of that and how to be successful with GraphRag and Neo4j.
Yeah. We have amazing things going on this week, and we also have the Connected Data in London as well. There's a lot happening. I thought we're getting close to the end of the year.
No, it's still going. It's still lots of things happening, exactly. And our events page is currently filling up as we speak. Couple of meetups this week, next week across the globe. So definitely look out for something around your place, and if not close to you, then always online, either on here on the YouTube channel or on our other outlets. So join us then, and have a good rest of your day. Take care, everybody, and thank you very much again, Irina, for the walkthrough today and for the stream.
Thank you as well. My pleasure, and thank you for inviting me again. Looking forward to seeing you next time.
Exactly. Thank you very much, Irina. Thank you, everybody. Take care.